Garface Al Capone may have built it, and nobody knows what's in it. Some say money.
For decades, rumors swirled about Al Capone's secret vault. When it was finally opened, what was inside shocked everyone. This is the unbelievable story.
They come to pass, and here's the proof. Mr. Alphonse Capone, alias Mr. Al Brown, alias the Big Shot, has met the enemy and he is theirs. It won't be long now before the world's most notorious gangster will be only an offensive memory.
Before we dive into these incredible discoveries, let's set the stage. Al Capone, nicknamed Scarface, wasn't just any criminal. He was the kingpin of Chicago's underworld during the Prohibition era, reportedly earning $60 million annually by 1927. That's over $1 billion in today's money. Capone was notorious for hiding his wealth in secret locations across Chicago. He owned hundreds of properties under fake names, had hidden rooms built into speakeasies, and yes, installed safes and vaults that remained hidden for decades. But why? Well, when you're running an illegal empire and the FBI is breathing down your neck, you need to protect your assets.
Capone is America's most notorious criminal to this day, and Capone acted like, yeah, that's me, I do that. And I think because he carried on with this sense of pride in what he was doing, he does not fit the image of the cold-blooded, maniacal killer. He combines it with the American dream, the ambition, the desire to be a businessman, to take care of his family. And when you put those two together, you get this fascinating conflict.
Let's start with the most famous Al Capone vault opening, or should I say, the most infamous. On April 21st, 1986, journalist Geraldo Rivera hosted The Mystery of Al Capone's Vaults, a 2-hour live TV special from the Lexington Hotel in Chicago. The Lexington Hotel had been Capone's headquarters from 1928 to 1932. Construction workers renovating the building had discovered a series of secret tunnels and a massive concrete vault. Rivera promised viewers they'd witness history as the vault was opened live on television. The build-up was intense. They brought in experts, including agents from the Internal Revenue Service. Medical examiners stood by in case bodies were found. The tension was palpable, as 30 million viewers, making it the highest-rated syndicated special at the time, watched the excavation team blast through the concrete walls. And what did they find?
The moment of truth came earlier this evening when workmen using dynamite blew up the brick and concrete wall that had been billed as Capone's secret vault. Workmen found plenty of dirt and rubble, but little of value. You never know yet, it may be in here. Although 2 souvenir hunters recovered empty bottles of Prohibition-era hooch.
A few empty bottles, some dirt, and that's it. Rivera famously said, "Sorry folks, it seems we struck out."
There were no bodies, no Capone loot, no Capone swag, and no cases of gin or Scotch whiskey were...
The embarrassment was monumental, but here's what most people don't know. This wasn't the end of the Al Capone vault story. It was just the beginning. While Geraldo's vault was empty, other discoveries have proven far more fruitful. In 2019, a secret compartment was discovered during renovations at Park Manor, a former Capone hideout on Chicago's South Side. Inside this hidden safe, investigators found something extraordinary: accounting ledgers from 1924 to 1929, detailing Capone's entire operation. These documents revealed detailed records of bootlegging operations across 20 states, payoffs to over 300 Chicago police officers and politicians, a sophisticated money laundering scheme involving 150 legitimate businesses, personal notes written in Capone's own hand. But the most shocking discovery? A series of photographs showing Capone with prominent politicians and business leaders of the era, people whose families still hold power today. These photos were quickly sealed by court order, but their existence proves Capone's influence reached far higher than previously believed. In 2021, during renovations at Capone's former Miami Beach estate on Palm Island, workers made an incredible discovery. Behind a false wall in the pool cabana, they found a waterproof safe that had been sealed since 1947, the year Capone died. Using ground-penetrating radar and careful excavation, the team extracted the safe without damage. When forensic experts opened it, they found $300,000 in perfectly preserved 1920s currency, a diamond-encrusted pocket watch worth an estimated $50,000, letters from Capone to his wife May, never before seen by historians. Most remarkably, a leather-bound journal containing what appears to be Capone's autobiography, written during his final years at Alcatraz. With a chilling tone, the autobiography revealed stunning confessions.
100 years ago, like Al Capone, you could have come up here and enjoyed something off the menu, because this was a brothel.
In case of a raid, the club offered another secret: tunnels.
Including details about the St. Valentine's Day massacre that contradicted the official story. Capone wrote that the massacre wasn't about territory. It was about a betrayal involving federal agents who were secretly on his payroll.
Public popularity evaporated. The St. Valentine's Day massacre sent shockwaves throughout the country. The violence ignited public outcry. Many Americans were no longer willing to turn a blind eye to gangland bloodshed in exchange for access to illicit booze.
He didn't go in there and shoot those guys himself. He made sure he was out of town, and he didn't use faces from his men from his gang whose faces would be recognized by the Northside gangsters, but it was definitely a Capone operation.
While serving time in Alcatraz from 1934 to 1939, well, recent discoveries suggest he never really lost control. In 2022, during restoration work at Alcatraz, workers found a hidden compartment in cell 181, Capone's cell. Inside were coded messages that, when deciphered by FBI cryptographers, revealed a sophisticated communication system between Capone and his associates on the outside. These messages contained instructions for managing his hidden assets, locations of safe houses never known to law enforcement, plans for revenge against those who betrayed him. Most surprisingly, evidence that Capone was still ordering hits from prison, including one in 1936 that was previously attributed to a rival gang. Based on all these discoveries, historians now believe we've only found a fraction of Capone's hidden wealth. Currently, there are active searches at properties in Hot Springs, Arkansas, where Capone frequently vacationed. Even in Havana, Cuba, where Capone had extensive business interests. Private treasure hunters and historians estimate the total value of undiscovered Capone assets could exceed $100 million, not counting the historical value of documents and artifacts.
Al Capone is the prototypical celebrity gangster. He's bigger than Chicago.
Around the world, people knew who he was.
These discoveries have fundamentally changed our understanding of organized crime in America. The documents found reveal that Capone's organization was far more sophisticated than anyone imagined.
The federal government estimated that in 1927, the Capone gang's total revenues were $105 million.
He essentially ran a Fortune 500 company, just an illegal one. More importantly, these findings have led to 14 cold cases from the 1920s and 30s being reopened. So what's really in Al Capone's hidden safes? Money, certainly. Historical documents, absolutely. But more than that, they contain the true story of America during one of its most turbulent periods. Each discovery peels back another layer of the myth, revealing the complex reality of how organized crime shaped modern America. The search continues, and experts believe the biggest discoveries are yet to come. There are credible reports of a master vault somewhere in Chicago, containing Capone's most valuable assets and dangerous secrets. Will it ever be found? Only time will tell. What we do know is that nearly 80 years after his death, Al Capone continues to captivate us, not just as a gangster, but as a symbol of an era when America tried to legislate morality and failed spectacularly. What do you think is still hidden in Capone's vaults? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's greatest mysteries, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell.